Hey Crystal, welcome to this video tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to create custom text in Fireworks. Like you've been on a lot of sites and you see where instead of paying somebody to have a logo, you can just easily create a text logo, and you can create this and give it a ton of effects. You know, as you can see here, I created just a sample of text here. I'm gonna attempt to recreate something close to it. You know, and show you how to do that, which it says Telluride, and it looks like the Telluride is reflecting at the bottom right here. So I'm gonna show you how to do that today. So that way, you know, if you get on your logo, get on your site, you can create your own logos. Let's say your logo is honeycombs. You know, you can create HC and just add a bunch of effects to it, and you know, it turns out to be a logo. So, and you can. There's a million and one ways to add effects, which this is the product we're gonna working with. I have not used any of these styles over here, but I'm gonna show you some of these styles and what they do. I'm just going to highlight my text by clicking on it, and if you go over here you can just play through these and see exactly what they've done. You have effects like, let's say that one will give you like a different effect, you know, that will give you another effect, but you can just play around with them and see exactly what happened when you do stuff like those, you know. So it's different textures for your text, so you can create a bunch of stuff, and these are called gradient. You can move these around to manipulate how your effects on your text look. You know, you can just move these around just to manipulate that. So that's what all those do. You also have your auto shape library here. We have shapes where you can transform your shapes into your you can add your shapes to your text. Sorry, my mind is a bit groggy tonight, it seems. So you can do whatever you want. Now I'm just going to back out of this and go all the way back to where we were before. And the way to do that is hold Control on the keyboard and keep hitting the letter Z, or Z, whatever you call it, until we get back to where we were before. There we go. We're right back to the start. So, all right, I'm going to attempt to recreate this. So go up to File. Let me just close all this so we can go from scratch. Go up to File. Go to New. My stage is set at 796 by 108. I'm just going to change the 108 to 300. That way I have a bigger workspace. Resolution at 72. I'm going to change it also to 100. That way our text is show pretty rich and nice and not pixelated. And down at the custom color, I'm going to set it to blue, which is just my default blue, which is right here on the left. And I'm going to click OK. Now we create our stage. Now let's add some text to the stage. We're going to click on our text tool, which is in our vector menu right here, the little A, or just hit the letter T on your keyboard. I got my font set at 130, the size, and the color of my font set to black, and it's in bold as well. So let's type some text in. Telluride. I'm going to click on my selection tool up here, and I'm going to drag it over to the middle of the stage so we can actually see what we're working on. Okay, down here we're gonna have her select our text, highlight it, make sure that little line is around it, and go down to your color picker, click on it, and then go to fill options at the bottom, and we're gonna change this from solid to gradient, and we want linear gradient. So below gradient, make sure you have linear gradient check. If it's not there, just click on the drop down and choose linear gradient. Okay, below linear, we want to click on this one, and I'm just going to choose silver. These are presets for us. We could create this ourselves from scratch, but you know, these are presets, so why bother going to the trouble? You know what I mean? So click outside here to deselect everything. This little black dot that's going through the text right here, go to the end of it where the square is. Click on that square and drag it in up to about 1 inch or inch and a half, somewhere there in length. Put it down in the center of your text to the bottom. And then just flip this over to the height to the top. You probably remember this because we've done this in the navigation bar part of it. So I'm pretty sure you're probably more familiar with this now. Okay, now to change our text to make it look a little bit more silvery, we want to leave it selected. If yours is not selected, just click on it again to select it. Go down here to our color palette. It's next to the bold sign, the B. Click on it. It pops up, and we can just manipulate these colors. This little black one here, I think it's a little bit too dark for silver color, so I'm just going to go just a little one above white. And as you can see, it gives us a little bit better effect, I think. Click outside your stage to deselect it. Keep your text selected. Go up to Edit, Copy, edit, paste. Or you can just use Control C to copy and Control V to paste. I'm pretty sure you probably know that because you work at Microsoft Word a lot. But the reason why I keep emphasizing this every time I do something is because you can save yourself a ton of time by just using shortcuts. Okay, now click on your text and drag down just a little bit, just so we can separate them so we can see them. Okay, hold Control on your keyboard and hit the letter T, and we're going to transform this. Just flip it over a bit, and I'm going to move this up, and I'm going to drag it out just a little bit more. There we go. And I'm going to put it up to the bottom of this text. I can use my arrow keys just to make it a little bit more precise. Go on up till it almost touches the bottom, and that's what we're going to use to give our reflection effect. Okay, deselect it outside the stage, go back and click on just the bottom one, reselect it, and go down here to where it says normal, or right next to the U it says 100%. That's color fill opacity. We're going to drop that down, click on it, and we're going to drop this down to about 27. 27 is a little too dark. Let's go up to 40. There we go. Go up to 50. You have to just mess around with these to get it. Yeah, 50 looks a little bit better. Let's go up to 50. And now that we have our mirrored effects, there's another way to get this even looking more glary and more mirrored, is by going over back to your rectangle tool, click on it, and down here where we're going to have our fill opacity, where it says linear, right here next to the color picker, click it and go to solid mode. And you want to choose the same color as your background, which mine is a blue color. I'm not sure if that's the same color you selected, but whatever color you select, make sure you select the same color again. I'm going to select my blue, and then we're going to draw the rectangle right here to the entire length of our stage and about halfway through the text. Go up here and click on your selection tool. Then we're going to select that rectangle we just draw and kind of move it around just a little bit, just halfway down through the text right here. And down here where it says edge, right below your color picker, it says edge, and it's going to say anti-alias, sorry. Click on feather, and its feather is going to be at 10. Let's change that to 20. Let's go to 27. There we go. And now that our feather is set to 27, let's go over to our fill opacity and drop this down to around 95. And then click outside your stage right here to deselect, and then move this up and down to fit your liking. And that's what give it a shadow, more of a shadow and more of a reflection effect. Right, like so. As you can see in this case, you can move up and down just to get as much as you like. So that's how you create text with reflection effects, otherwise known as mirrored effects. But if you want right now, because I would not export a document this big to my website, you know, because the smaller your images the better. So you can grab your crop tool right here, which is in your select panel. If you have something else here, just click and hold it down and select crop tool, and you can just put it close as possible as you want it. And let's say we only want just that. Drag it out to your stage and hit the enter key, and there we go. We created a custom logo. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps, and hope this tutorial was informational. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.